What is going on, everybody? Matt Johnson, MattJohnsonSells.com, located here in Emporia. Give me just a minute while I invite some people in here. And for those of you that are jumping on, by all means, please feel free to share this out. Invite some friends, some people that follow you. And I will get rolling on this here. I see a few people jumping in here. I'm just trying to invite some people so we have a little bit of a turnout. Hey Cindy, how are you? What's going on, JC? My confession. Well, I don't know that we've got time for that, and this is kind of a semi-family show, so that's tough to say, man. Hi, Joanne. All right. I'm looking for a specific person, and I'm not seeing him. Not seeing that he's on here. I see his wife's on here. Tracy, get Aaron on here. He said that he was jumping on. I don't see where he's at. Oh, there he is. All right. I'm still trying to figure out this whole Facebook Live thing and invite people in, but I don't see an invite button on here. A balloon sale at the dealership. I'm figuring something like that out. JC, I see I see the guy I want to invite, but it doesn't give me the option to invite him in. Aaron, try jumping in on your phone, man. Yes, Cindy, I post on Facebook quite a bit. I post at least one vehicle every day on my page. And try to get people. Droids, don't give me that. Now you sound like Aaron. Man, it doesn't. I don't know why that I have so many problems with this. There we go. I don't know. There we go. All right. I'm sending him the invite now. So what I'm doing. This will officially air Monday as Car Confessions episode number 21. As everybody is possibly aware. What's going on, man?
What's up? I guess I got to be on my phone, huh?
I guess so. I'm trying to figure this out too. But like I was saying, this will officially air Monday through my podcast as episode
Is
number
that
21. And most of you know that follow me, follow the podcast. September is self-improvement month, and I wanted to do something different. And I had a, special guest on here. I had JC Limitless on here, talking about the mindset and delving in a little bit about how the mind can change and self-improve. And I wanted to bring Aaron back after he was a guest on episode, I think it was 15 with me, and talk about the the physical part of self-improvement and some of what he's noticed along his journey, not only with the physical side, but what he's discovered lately with the videos that he's been posting, and trying to get outside of his comfort zone as well. So what's
Oh
going on,
man,
Aaron?
not much. How you doing, man?
Um, I'm hobbling along. I got the crutches back here.
Just yesterday, right? Or a couple days ago.
A couple days. I had surgery Monday, and I came back to work Wednesday.
Okay. All right. I like it. Dedicated right there. Um, Man, I guess maybe start with the videos first. Um, it's just been cool doing like definitely stepping outside of a comfort zone with that. We just started in December or January, I guess the first of the year that we were starting to do like just some promotion because we were trying to launch some new things. And it got brought to my attention that, hey, I really needed to be thinking of myself as more of like a social media um, company, like a media company before what I really am, just personal training and all that stuff. And just for the sole fact of trying to reach people, like we knew that our whole goal was to reach as many individuals as possible, and not meaning in terms of trying to gain business or anything like that, but just try to help people as much as we could. So they're like, hey, you need to do video, like, well, I don't want to do that, like that is not me. Like, I don't know what I'm doing with it. So it's really cool. My phone ran out of memory the other day, and I had to go through, start deleting stuff, and came across like one of the first videos, or actually the first video that I posted. It was just in my car, that just turned the camera on and went. And after a few, we kind of got the niche of just this gratefulness thing. So it's catapulted from that. I think that probably came around maybe February, March, into a studio in my basement that I know my wife loves. To having lighting and a green screen and new computers and software. And it's funny, the dude that has been helping me out along the way, Del Barajas, he works out with me in the mornings. Our conversations have completely switched from anything fitness related to all just like marketing stuff right now, editing and just a whole bunch of different things that last year in 2016 was not anything that I could have told you I'd be doing, because it's so far outside my comfort zone. But having said that, man, I love doing the videos. And dude, I don't even know, based on likes and all that stuff, I have no idea what they're doing. But what I can say is I have heard more from just people here and there of what maybe a couple of them have done for them and how it's helped them. Not gonna lie, a few of them definitely brought me to tears. Just to understand that, I mean, God can use me with just a few words that may impact someone else's life, and not. I mean, dude, I'm not that cool. Like I'm not. I'm not anything crazy, and but yet it doesn't matter, and that's just proof. Proof to show that you don't have to have any sort of talent in that area, any sort of. I mean, look, don't underestimate the power that God has, and if that's your how you're supposed to be used, then it's how you're going to be used. So it's been really cool to see just some of the comments off social media, that people have had with some of the videos. So if I can help one person out with these videos, and I guess it was absolutely well worth it.
That's awesome. And for everybody watching, if you have any questions for me or for Aaron along the way, um, by all means, please post them in the comments section. This will pull Aaron further outside of
Hmm.
his comfort zone because he's all about video and editing and getting it right. And I don't do any editing, and I never know what I'm going to say until I hit the go live button. So we're kind of two opposite ends of the spectrum here. Um, but I wanted to get you on, like I said, about the physical part of it and what you've noticed with the self improvement changing, starting with just the physical side, and what you've seen that move into, grow into, kind of expand to. Did that really, did the physical part of it start and then it led to the social media? How's that played a role in your self
Yeah,
improvement?
honestly, when I first started, like I said, always wanted to help people. That was the main reason why I got rolling. But then it quickly transitioned after, a lot of researching and stuff like that. I realized that the mental part was a huge part of this equation. And if that didn't get handled, then you can forget about reaching any sort of physical goals that you have set because you're going to fail. Like that's it, unfortunately. So it quickly turned into um, mental preparation, and I just said it. I said it on
Okay.
one of my videos this morning. We have a group with this new challenge, which we'll talk about a little bit later, but do a Facebook Live with them every morning. Just kind of say hello, nothing inspirational. Sometimes maybe I get some good words in there, but um, mostly me being stupid. And that's what we talked about. Like this is us with what we're doing with the new facility, with what I've been doing for the last 4 years. Yes, I'm a personal trainer and stuff like that, and kind of used it as a mask to really try to impact people mentally because I understand completely wholeheartedly that none of this happens unless you get everything upstairs in check to be able to handle all the bumps and bruises that come along with you trying to reach any goal, not just physical fitness or health and wellness or anything like that. I mean, we're just talking about improving your life and understanding that that stuff doesn't happen just on its own. I mean, people spend a lot of time, a lot of hard work and dedication working out to try to reach a particular goal. So what makes us think that we're just going to be happy, in our lives with what we're doing as a career, with the parents that we are, with the spouses that we are, the friends that we are? What makes us think that that's just default? By default, we're going to have what we want in life. Like it all takes work. And that's been my passion for the majority of the 4 years that we've been doing this, is trying to help people understand that and guide them down that road. Because once you figure that stuff out, then a lot of these other things tend to fall in place. And one of my favorite people to listen to is Brendan Burchard. If you haven't heard him, anybody listening hadn't heard him, check him out on YouTube. He has a great podcast, a bunch of good stuff. And he talks about how one of the biggest things that we need, that humans have, is a sense of congruency. So if we believe ourselves to be a certain way and we're not acting, we're not living life like that, then it causes issues internally, and we may not even know why. And that makes a lot of sense to me and a lot of stuff that I do. It could be as simple and as stupid as deciding to sleep in instead of getting up and going to the gym because I know I have a break later in the day and I'm just going to do my workout then. Something just doesn't feel right. And that's not who I am. I chose sleep over getting my workout in, doing what I know I should have been doing, but I chose sleep instead. And that's not the person that I am. So just not congruent. If we're not the parents we are, the spouses we are, like it just makes you feel a certain way. You cannot be fully happy, fully alive without having that sense of congruency with who you believe you are. So that's been a big part of what we do.
Sure. And I mean that really goes to show, even if you start on the physical side of it, eventually it will, if you want to do gain any traction or go anywhere, you'll have to include that mental aspect of it at some point, or you're just going to fail over and over again. So with finding that, I'm assuming sooner rather than later, uh, you've noticed that there's a certain discipline that comes along with self improvement and obtaining a goal or
Oh,
working towards a goal.
absolutely, man. Um, a lot of it comes down to just the type of person that you are, staying true to what you say you want to do. And one of the guys that I follow, one of his huge things is self-assessment, and that's something that before I heard that term and understood what it was, like it makes sense because I've been doing that for a long time. Just without doing it, I feel like I'm my worst critic. And I feel like I'm very honest with myself, and I'm not scared to just tell myself how it is. You know what I mean? So that's helped me out a ton. And I know what I say I want, and I have to look at my actions and understand, are they reflecting that? Um, if they're not, then I need to change something, and I need to be able to be brutally honest with myself and just tell myself those things. Like, if I get annoyed at my kids, too quickly or whatever the case is, it happens a lot, and I hate that about what I say or about what I do, and that's not the type of parent that I want to be. So I have to look and just see if my actions line up with what I say I want. If they don't, then something absolutely does need to change. Or I'm just not being real. I'm not being honest with myself, and I'm never going to get to that goal if my actions don't line up with it. So
Sure.
self-assessment has been huge, and it's something that absolutely needs to go on every single day, in everything you do, because all of that reflects back into what you say you want out of life.
So how did you get started on the self assessment, the self improvement? Uh, did it did you just wake up one day and say, I'm not happy with my life? There's got to be something better. There's got to be something different. What ultimately kind of led you to finding something better, and that you're meant to do better, and you know that
Right.
you can do better?
Hi, Mom. Um, I want to say that, like, in public, like I'm on TV right now and I can say hi to my mom. That's pretty cool. Um, Yeah, man, it's crazy because I remember specifically, um, it started long time, like right when I first got into to training, and I just came across Eric Thomas on YouTube, and I liked him. And I was like, oh, yeah, I'm pretty cool dude. More relatable. I never considered myself someone that was into motivational videos or anything like that. But came across one of his videos, like, oh, I'm pretty cool. So started, just listening to a lot of stuff that he had. Eventually started, finding different people that I really liked and related with, and it was actually Les Brown who I guess would say got me started on this stuff. But he just talked about how you start your day, and he went into some really detailed stuff, like literal chemical reactions, and if within a certain time from you waking up, that's going to be determining the rest of your day, right? So his whole point was to make sure you start your day off right. Don't roll over and pull on Facebook unless we're live on it in the morning first thing. But don't pull that up, because hey, you and I both know that's just an avenue for people to air out all their complaints and all their negativity. At least that's what I see. That's why I stay off of it for the majority of the time. But anyway, he talked about how important it was to start off your day and how that would impact how the rest of your day went. So like, what could it hurt, right? Because I knew that I was waking up and automatically I'm thinking about, oh man, like what do I got to do today? What do I have to do? Like those, that was my terminology. What do I have to do? It wasn't good, man. So I changed it up. Literally, had headphones right by my bed, and I would, turn off the alarm, put the headphones in, and turn on a YouTube video. And I would listen to that, until I got to the
Right.
gym, and maybe keep listening, or go to music when I'm working out, whatever the case is. But like that's the coolest thing, man. I will honestly tell you, I'm not big on being dramatic or anything like that. It's not me. I'm really even keel. But that changed my life. And it was as simple as turning on something positive when you woke up. And the crazy thing is how often I've shared that with people is like it doesn't happen. And again, I'm not telling you that's the answer to life's problems, but if you think about it how I did, like what do you have to lose? Like what could it possibly hurt by you waking up and doing that? Anything? And I mean, the answer is no. So to this day, I mean, the content has changed, but I will still wake up, turn my alarm off, let the dogs out, and put something in my ear. That way I can start my day like that, How I start my day has become the most important thing. And so if your life could be changed simply by putting on a YouTube video every morning, I mean, what in the world? Why wouldn't you do that? It doesn't make any sense. So maybe it's not YouTube. Maybe it's just something else positive. I know a lot of people, it'll be prayer or, get up and read in the morning, whatever. But I got to go straight to the gym. So I just listen to it while I'm getting ready. And that
Sure.
has literally, what I contribute to changing my life over the course of the last 4 years or three and a half, whatever, however long I've been doing that. And then it snowballed into wanting to read more, wanting to listen to those kind of things instead of my music or whatever. Ultimately, you have to understand that your mind's getting programmed one way or the other. No matter what you do, it's getting programmed. So what you put into it is how you're choosing to program it. There's no way around it, man. No way around it. It's going to happen whether you like it or not.
Yeah, and I agree with that 100%. Hey, what's up? What's up, Jeff? Marvin, what's going on, man? Long time no talk. Uh, while y'all are jumping in on here, just a reminder: if you have any questions for me or for Aaron, just post them in here. We'll try to get to them as soon as we can. So along with the self improvement, you mentioned earlier that you have something going on that's starting here in the next
Ah,
couple days. Do you want to touch on that and talk
yeah,
about that
yeah, for sure.
a little bit?
Um, Man, again, it was based off of a podcast that I was listening to. They're just talking about ending the year strong. Fourth quarter, just ending the year strong, and so we're trying to build up. We're going to be into our new facility here at the start of the year. So we're trying to get some classes rolling, launching some boot camps, just trying to be creative, man, because in all honesty, like all this stuff that I've been doing that's made me step outside of my comfort zone has helped with my creativity because before I was not creative, and I'm not saying I really am right now, but I'm more creative than I was. So just trying to think of different ideas, and we wanted to kick these boot camps off. And our biggest thing has always been, what can I do to remove the excuses? Right. That's been our biggest. That's why we have a area dedicated to kids in the gym right now. That way, hey, that's cool. You don't need a babysitter. Just bring the kids in. So we started a
Sure.
contest, and it's called Finish Strong. We know that fitness is one of the biggest goals, that people set for the first of the year. We figure, why not? Why do we need to wait? Let's end the year strong. That way we can just glide into January and we don't make it till January 15th and then quit. You know what I mean? That way it's not January 1. Like we don't need to wait till January 1. And why not be doing something that helps us out in many different ways through the holidays? I mean, those are some of the most stressful times for people. And whether it be family or finances, whatever the case is, I mean, I know we got that whole seasonal depression thing. So why not just start something like that now and be able to carry on into the new year? So the way we have this set up is, man, it's $60 for 3 months. and you're entered into a contest. The winner is based off of like weight lost and inches lost, off of percentage of body weight. You have to complete four
Okay.
workouts a week, and we're giving you workouts every single day. So for 3 months, we're feeding workouts to this closed group that everybody's a part of, and you can either do those on your own time, or you can come to class. We're going to be holding class Monday through Thursday at 6 o'clock. Also, Saturday mornings, you between 8 and 9 o'clock, whatever works out best for people. But so you can come to class physically. You can do the workout on your own, and when you do that, you have to post like just a quick video to our closed group, not everybody, but to the closed group. And that's not because we don't trust anybody. It's just, for someone else to be able to give you a high five, encouragement, to be a part of this community, because that's what we're really trying to build, is a community with these people, with everybody. That way, it's not just me and my buddy Cam that's going to be teaching. It's everybody that can help out each other, because I know that we're not the only ones that struggle with stuff. So you get the opinion of a lot of other people on how they went through their issues and struggles, whatever. Everybody helps each other. So you have access to that group. And then once we get to the new facility and have a lot better Wi-Fi, because it's horrible where we're at right now, they're all going to be through Facebook Live too. So if you can't make it, then you could tap into
Okay.
Facebook Live through the closed group and do the class with everybody. That way you can still feel like you're a part of it, come to class, or do it on your own. So we're going a different route, man. I haven't seen anyone in Topeka do it. Not saying it's not out there. So if you're watching this and you got something like that, cool. It was yours first. I get it. But just to be able to launch all that stuff online and to be able to have that community to be able to tap into, man, I think it's going to be good. We may have just stumbled upon how we run our business in the future. So we'll know more. But the turnout, dude, it's been great, man. I mean, I put out a video like less than a week ago, and we've had people joining every day, every day. So we're over 20 and still growing. I still got some messages to respond to today when we're done. So if anyone watching is interested and just wants info, because I know I didn't go too deep into it, then let me know. Get a hold of me, and we'll be able to help you out.
That's awesome. I love that, especially like you hit on this time of year. It gets crazy for people. They don't we don't always eat the healthiest food come holiday time. It's just whatever we can find, however much of it we can we can consume. We're just shoveling it all in, and I love that you're getting a jump start before New Year's. So you're finishing out the year strong, getting that momentum going to carry through next year, because you're already doing it instead of starting January 1st or January 2nd. You're already doing it. Your body's already in motion and already working on and improving yourself. So I love
Cool,
that. I
man.
think it's awesome, and obviously other people do too, to hear the response that you have as far as um, the
Yeah,
popularity
yeah,
of it.
it's been really cool. And the cool thing is, it's a lot of people that we don't know. I mean, we know that we can be supported so much by friends and family, especially through things like this. But there's been a lot of people that I personally don't know that have talked to us about it. So we're really excited, man, just to be in front of new faces. And again, like, obviously we're not making a ton of money off of this. Like, I'm excited just to be in front of new people and see who else that we can impact and help, in life, and see what we can learn from them too. Like, I don't got all the answers, so I'm excited to learn from other people as well, see how they handle life, see what kind of parents they are, what they've gone through, spouses they are, and just try to take in whatever I can, man, because I know they got just as much to teach me. So we're really looking forward to come Monday.
That's awesome, and I need to talk to you more about it once we end this, because I think that uh, sounds like a great idea, and I need to do something just coming off
Yeah,
my
for
knee
sure.
surgery here. So I'll definitely be uh, getting a hold of you after this. Uh, so I don't know how long we've been doing this, but it's been a little while. Is there anything else that you want to talk about, or that I haven't asked? Because like I said, I didn't have a list of questions. I was just gonna just ask whatever I could think of, and then let you talk about some of the events and
Yeah, for
everything that you
sure.
have coming up.
No, we talked a little bit about the videos, and again, like there's nothing to push business or anything like that. Like it's under my personal stuff, not even under our business. It's all just because we want to help offer maybe some information to people. Just some of the stuff that I've listened to and learned along the way. Like it's stupid. It's not a secret. Like I shouldn't be holding that stuff in. Like if it can help out somebody, then I might as well put it out there. So if you haven't checked out any of the videos, it's just under my personal Facebook account, Aaron Duran. Search that. Instagram is the same thing. Is I think it's at Aaron Duran 02. We also have our YouTube channel. So right now we kind of transitioned because I talk way too much, and it was so hard to keep everything within a minute. It was a lot of work for just 60 seconds of video. So what we did was started making just like little clips that go on Facebook and Instagram, and they all have links to the full video on YouTube. So if you haven't checked it out, check out the YouTube channel, and that way you can subscribe there, get these videos pushed out. Again, I'm not like saying anything crazy, probably stuff you've heard before. But again, if it's just the act of getting something positive, then cool, and that's all that it is. I just don't want anybody thinking like we're doing this because, hey, I got it figured out, Matt. Like just listen and follow what I'm telling you, and life will be great. That's not it, because the majority of these videos, I'm talking to myself, and it helps me. Like it's an act for me, not an act, but you know what I mean. Like it's just something that helps me personally with my thoughts, with my actions, by talking to others. You know what I mean? So that's it's really helpful, and I enjoy doing it. So if you haven't checked them out, not you, I know you check them out, but go and just, hey, see if anything strikes a chord. Maybe I say something that I've heard, because these aren't my ideas, that makes sense and hits home for you, and maybe it helps you out with something you've been struggling with. Who knows? I mean, hey, it's happened plenty of times that I mean, regardless of your beliefs, I think God puts certain things in front of me at a certain point in time when I most need it, and maybe that's the case with some of these things. So who knows? Check it out. You may find something in there. But nah, I mean, that's probably the biggest thing. And again, that doesn't help anything out in terms of us financially or any, like, we just literally want to help people if we can, and do whatever we can. Yeah.
And I know that you're big on helping people, and um, that was another reason I wanted to get you back on here so you could talk a little bit about that. As we're winding down, just remind everybody where they can find you on Facebook, and where they can search you on the YouTube channel
Oh
as well.
man, you got to ask me that. Yeah, I cannot remember the YouTube channel. Like we just launched this YouTube channel like this week or last week or something. So I'm not sure. I think it's just Aaron Duran. It may be under Synergy Athletics. I'm not sure. But if you go to my personal Facebook page, there's videos every day. Well, every weekday usually, for sure. That there's a link to the YouTube channel in there, and you can go straight there and subscribe and all that good stuff. So again, just my name, just Aaron Duran on Facebook. You guys are friends with Matt. I'm sure you could find me somewhere under there. Instagram is Aaron Duran 02, or at Aaron Duran 02. And again, links are in the bio to that day's video. But that'd be the way to find the channel on YouTube, and then Instagram is other two. And then we have Synergy Athletics. I think Instagram is at Synergy Athletics RPA. and Facebook, just search Synergy Athletics, and that's our company. That's the personal training slash boot camp slash indoor sports facility slash a lot of things to come. So stay tuned, type of deal, you know. But man, one thing, like before we finish up, like one of the really big things to me has been, some points that Les Brown and Eric Thomas hit on quite a bit, and it's all about how there's greatness within everybody, within all of us. Like, don't need to know you. I don't need to know who you are or any of that. But it's default. Like, I know that there's greatness in every single person, and we feel like it's I don't want to say our responsibility. That sounds weird, but like it's our goal to help you unlock it. Because we're in the process of unlocking ours. I'm never going to tell you that it's done, that I've unlocked it and we're good to go. But I want to help others unlock that, because I think so many people just don't believe that. That's why they're not living their dream. That's why they're not going after it. And to me, it's much more costly to not do that. It's much more costly to not go
I
after
agree.
that, because if I don't, then that means my two beautiful daughters aren't going to either, unless something happens outside of me that shoots them in that direction. And man, that scares me to death, to think that I could have that impact and I could potentially steer them away from living their dream. And they're two girls, so I know I play a huge role in how they feel about themselves, and what they do in their life, and the kind of men that they look for, based off how I treat them and how I treat their mom. So that's really important to me, man, to let them know that they can do anything they want to, and they're kids, so it's more, or it's easier to impact them than a grown adult who's already set in a career that just still isn't doing what they want to do. And no one's telling you to quit your job or anything like that, but man, just for everybody to realize that there should be no limitations in life, and never count anything out. If it's something that you want to do, then just understand that you can. And again, the self-assessment, if you choose not to, it's because you chose not to. It's not because it's not a possibility for you. We're all victors, not victims. We choose all that stuff. If we want to do something, then we have to go out and do it. And yes, it's going to take work. And yes, you're going to screw up, and it's maybe not going to be fun at times, but man, the end result is so much more worth it than sitting on the sidelines, just punching a clock and not doing something that you want to do in life. It's not only affecting you, man, not you, but you know what I mean? Like, it's not just affecting us. You're impacting those around you. You're impacting your kids, everybody around you, man. I know you've probably heard that, a lot of what we do and how we turn out is based upon, some of the five closest people to us. Man, if you're not
Right.
living where you need to live, I mean, what are you doing for those people around you? And you ain't part of the five that's helping them get to where they want to be. I want to be part of the five. I want to be a big part of the five, and I need five around me as well. So, that's really our goal. I know I screw up every day, but I know that that's what I want to be. I want to be that for somebody, for a lot of people, not just one. I want to be in a lot of people's five. I want to be close to a lot of them. So that's really what we need to do. But in order to do that, you have to want to, and you have to know that, hey, whatever you want to do is completely possible. Like, it's not just some BS that we're throwing out. Like, so many people write that off and just live a normal life. I mean, that's sad, man. That's the hardest part about doing what I do, is seeing people fall off. And they
Yep.
fall off because they think they can't do it. They think that this whole fitness thing, it's not for them. Well, it is for them, because your kids are depending on it. Your kids are depending on you being around here for a while, and they're depending on you to show them how to be around a while themselves. So it has to be for you. If it's not for you, then please make it be for you. And not with me. I mean, not necessarily with me, just do it. you know, make sure that you get stuff like that done. But man, know that there's greatness in everybody, and you got to pull it out. It's not easy.
Absolutely, and I love that. And the one consistency out of all of my guests that I've had this month that I've interviewed is the self improvement. Is it all starts with your mindset? It all starts internally. You have to do that assessment on yourself. Look on what you need to do. Strive for doing better every day. Work on that discipline to get better every day. Do something physical every day that keeps you going, keeps you moving, keeps that discipline in place, and then help others.
Yep.
That's that's a lot of what it comes down to as well. Um, and I'm gonna end on that note. Uh, Aaron, thank you again for allowing me to put you in the hot seat and bring you out of your comfort zone on the Facebook Live. Um, if you guys have any questions of me, you can find me on Facebook, Instagram, as well as YouTube, Matt Johnson Sells. And you can catch the replay, or this will officially launch on my podcast on Monday, October 2nd. Until then, thank you guys. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for watching. And Aaron, I truly thank you again. And I can't wait for your
Yeah, I
Finish Strong
appreciate it,
contest.
man. Thank you very much, bro. Really do appreciate it. Love what you're doing, dude. Keep it up.
All right. Thanks, guys. We'll see y'all later.